money saved up.
I'm comfortable.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 highest paid TV child actors of all time.
Do we have a deal?
Yes.
For this list, we'll be looking at TV actors who are making more money as minors than most adults ever will. Sure beats setting up a lemonade stand, doesn't it? What do you think of these impressive salaries? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Selena Gomez, $30,000 an episode. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Hey Harper, wanna hang out?
Sure, Alex.
Can you sit in on drums?
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, and I'll make popcorn to throw at the TV when we lose.
Oh, we're not gonna lose, we're gonna own it.
We don't know what the average wizard gets paid these days, but we can tell you how much Selena Gomez got to play one on the Disney Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place.
I'm Alex Russo, and my hobby is I like to poke things with a stick. But I haven't figured out how to make money with that yet, so I'm in school.
The show ran for 4 seasons between October of 2007 and January of 2012, and it's reported that Gomez took home between $25,000 and $30,000 per episode for the run of the show. And while combined, fellow Disney stars the Sprouse brothers were taking home a little bit more than Gomez. Individually, she had them beat. The guys were each paid $20,000 per episode for The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
He's out of his mind. $2,000? He's a genius!
Number 9, Victoria Justice, $50,000 an episode. Zoe 101.
Wow, impressive, kid.
Whatever, just pay me.
Yeah, we'll see.
When it came to making lots of money, Victoria Justice was victorious even before she became the star of her own, similarly titled Nickelodeon show.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in a crowd.
Justice built up her fanbase playing Lola Martinez on 3 seasons of the Jamie Lynn Spears starrer Zoe 101, for which she was paid the very nice sum of $50,000 per episode. But she was only a supporting cast member on Zoe 101, whereas from 2010 to 2013 she was the star of Victorious. However, the reports of her Victorious salary range from $12,000 to $180,000 per episode. Given she was popular and the star, we'd bet the number is over $50,000. But how much over, we can't be sure.
These 2 butt cheeks paid a guy to ask me out on a date.
We were trying to help.
Why do I need your help? Because guys are scared to ask you out.
Number 8, Gary Coleman, $70,000 per episode. Different Strokes.
Man, I dig being a little kid with a big reputation.
Different Strokes made Gary Coleman rich, but it took a while to get there.
We were sitting on a fortune in Harlem and we never knew it.
When the show premiered back in 1978, Coleman was only getting paid $1,500 per episode. However, as the show, and more importantly Coleman, gained in popularity, he was able to negotiate more money, eventually getting his salary up to $70,000 per episode. And remember, this was the 80s. Adjusted for inflation, $70,000 in 1986, the final year of the show, equals over $190,000 in 2022. We're sure Nancy Reagan would have told him to just say yes to that kind of money.
Who talking about Mrs. Reagan?
Number 7, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, $80,000 per episode. Full House.
Who are you? And why do you remember everything? It's my job. I'm your memory. Where the heck have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
In 2006, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen turned 20. In 2007, they were on the Forbes Richest Women in Entertainment list with a net worth of around $100 million. And while a lot of that probably had to do with their clothing line, the seed of their fortune started all the way back in 1987 when the 15-month-old twins made their debut on Full House.
Uncle Jesse, what are we gonna do?
First, we stop talking like a munchkin.
They started off slowly, making only $2,400 per episode, but that soon went up to $25,000, and by the end they were raking in $80,000 each per episode. And to that we say,
You got it, dude.
Number 6, The Modern Family Kids, $125,000 per episode. Modern Family.
Is this about the money again?
Well, yes it is. I need enough for all the other children's teeth.
Many of us could relate to the trials and tribulations of the Dunphy kids, Haley, Alex and Luke, as well as Gloria's son Manny. However, most of us probably can't relate to how much money the actors playing those kids were making.
Hey, baby brother.
Let's not insult us both. How much do you need?
Mom paid my car insurance this month and I told her I'd have it today.
The number.
120.
While we don't know what they were making when the show premiered, we do know that starting in season 4, Sarah Hyland, Ariel Winter, Nolan Gould, and Rico Rodriguez were each taking home $70,000 per episode. That number got renegotiated to $100,000 for the 9th and 10th seasons, and up again one more time to $125,000 for season 11.
We did the math and we realized we had $1 million. Then we had Alex check the math and turns out we don't, but we do have enough for a cute apartment.
Number 5, Frankie Muniz, $150,000 per episode. Malcolm in the middle.
Who wants to make $5?
How?
I need someone to take the fall.
Oh my God.
What did you do?
I can't tell you. Yes or no, no questions asked.
Oh my God!
Make it 10.
Done.
While he might have been in the middle of his hit sitcom, Frankie Muniz sits much closer to the top when it comes to the history of child actor salaries.
3 reams of linen-textured cotton paper with fluorescent security fibers, which you could use to counterfeit money, but for that you would need an embossing machine. Unless you were gonna forge stock certificates.
Muniz began making a respectable $30,000 per episode when the show premiered on Fox back in 2000, and he stayed at the number for the first 3 seasons. When season 4 hit the airwaves, Muniz had negotiated a new deal that would see him take home $75,000 per episode through season 6. But wait, there was one more deal to make. Season 7 was definitely lucky for Muniz, who doubled his per episode pay in the final season to $150,000.
How could you screw me over like that?
Because you were gonna take that job, and we are not gonna let you throw your life away.
How is being rich throwing my life away?
Number 4, Miranda Cosgrove, $180,000 per episode. iCarly.
I wanted to pay for a new bed.
I can get you all the money you need.
How?
You guys got a color printer?
In 2012, actress Miranda Cosgrove earned her way into the Guinness Book of World Records. And when we say earned, we literally mean that, as Cosgrove got her name in the book by being the highest paid child actress of the year.
We have almost an hour to get to the pawn shop, pick up Gibby and the money, and then get back to the jail place.
Hey, do you guys think I should have my eyebrows thinned?
Drive!
The iCarly star was raking in $180,000 per episode for her role as the titular Carly. Given that the show aired almost 100 episodes, that may put her total pay for the series at around $18 million. Good for her. Although we'll admit to being a little eye-jealous.
I spent it.
What?
Damn, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
You were supposed to pay us back.
Oh, you guys don't need that money.
Number 3, Tyler James Williams, $250,000 per episode. Everybody hates Chris.
An allowance? It's money that your parents give you every week.
I had heard about allowances, but I didn't know they actually existed.
Everybody might have hated Chris, but they sure seem to love Tyler James Williams. Or at least the producers of Everybody Hates Chris sure liked him enough to pay him $250,000 per episode of the series that ran for 4 seasons on UPN/CW.
Here you go.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you. My father held on to cash so tight, George Washington couldn't breathe.
Not bad for a kid who was just 12 years old when the show premiered in 2005, and was probably best known for appearing on 10 episodes of Sesame Street in 2000. We're pretty sure that back then he wasn't making $250,000 for his drawing of a rubber ducky.
Hey, Tyler, Rubber Ducky thinks you drew a picture of him.
That's right.
Wow. Oh, Rubber Ducky says thank you.
Number 2, Angus T. Jones, $350,000 per episode. 2.5 Men.
Hungry? Yep. Thirsty?
Proud?
What? Ignore him.
Angus T. Jones was the super cute half on the 2.5 Men set, and he appeared to be having a good time making the show. However, things changed as he got older, and he eventually arrived at a point where he had some big issues with the series that made him a star. At one point, he was even seen begging people to stop watching the show entirely.
Hey, well, whatever. I'm proud of you, man.
For what?
I don't know, hanging in there till they were sick of you.
But whatever his problems were with the content of the series, we're going to assume he didn't have any problems with all the money it made him. Especially by the end of his run on the show, when he was raking in a hefty $350,000 per episode.
It's not as much as I thought, but I'm still rich.
You're not rich, you lucky little peckerhead.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Millie Bobby Brown. $300,000 to $350,000 per episode. Stranger Things.
Bitchin'.
Stranger things have happened than teens making millions of dollars, but it's still worth noting the impressive salary of this young star. Before we talk numbers though, we should point out that reports surrounding these Stranger Things salaries do vary a bit. As such, we've provided a range to reflect that. It's fair to say that the Netflix series has made all of the kids household names, but the biggest breakout star of the bunch has been Millie Bobby Brown. The rest of the young cast has seen their per episode pay rise to between $100,000 to $250,000 for the latter seasons. Brown, on the other hand, was reportedly taking home between $300,000 to $350,000 per episode in season 4.
Bitchin', right?
Yeah, bitchin'.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.